Yeah. Hi, pipe smokers, and happy Sunday. It is Sunday, December 10th, and I know that because my Verizon phone bill is due tomorrow. Yeah. And it is 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, so let's start something on fire. A Sunday night smoke together. Yeah, and what do we have? We have this Peterson tankard pipe. And my good mate out of Australia, which I believe he still calls himself the Progressive Piper, bought one of these. It's got a P lip on it and so forth. But it is a Peterson tankard pipe, no bowl number. And I haven't smoked this pipe in quite a while. And in it, we have some revitalized Rever plug tobacco. Yeah. And we can't get this in the United States. Oh, look at that. Yeah. That's like fully rehydrated, like unbelievable plug. Yeah, and it dried out and I rehydrated it. And like I said, we can't get that here in the U.S. When I ordered this, it was 50 grams. And with shipping and everything from the UK, it was $50. So that's $1 a gram. And I probably have about 30 grams left, But she's all nice, rehydrated. I got this in 2021. Let's set something on fire. Yeah. So I was fortunate enough to win a giveaway from Greg Tunnel, aka the Tunnel Take, and I tried to send him my email address and whatever, and texted him my phone number. I don't know if you got that, Greg. Yeah. Mm. Mm. Oh, this rubber plug is divine. Oh. This is so good. Ah. Mm. Oh. I suspect the nicotine content in this is up there, but look at that briar on that pipe, though. Love the shape. Nice briar. They could have stamped the bottom a little better where it says Peterson tankard. But, it's all good. So Sunday night for me is a night to get ready for the week. And I leave the house at 6 a.m. in the morning. It's dark this time of year. To work. Punch in at 6:28 a.m. Work my fanny off all day. We do a lot of military work where I work, so I feel like I'm serving my country. I do. And then I get home at the earliest at 4:30, so I'm gone basically about 11 hours a day. But I love my job. I've got a background in sales, management, finance, mortgage brokering, all of this stuff in the finance world, and I've kind of gone on to a different stage of my life, which I'm quite comfortable with. And I was talking to my mom yesterday, and I was like, Ma, I feel like I'm coasting. You know, I people call me up and they want me to do these finance jobs, insurance jobs, which the income level is like really, really good, like 5 to 6 times more than what I'm making now. But I was like, Ma, I already did all that. I already raised my family. I'm in my next stage of life where I just go in, I make enough, plus a little extra. And I feel like, I'm a bit of an underachiever. And, but I feel at this stage of my life, 59 years old, that this is where I want to be. I don't want to be out there, doing those high stress jobs no more. Money to me it's not a necessity. I mean, money is a necessity, but I'm not raising 10 kids no more. They're all grown. My job is done with that. Well, it's never done when you have kids, even adult ones. They'll still call me up and, Dad, I got this situation. And so I look at myself more as an advisor now. I'm no longer a provider for them. I just have to provide for myself. And so I'm kind of slowing down in life and I'm enjoying it. Young lady I went to high school with, she's a beautiful young lady. Very good friend, and I've known her for, 46, 47 years. That's a long time. And she lives in Hawaii, and which is beautiful where she lives. It's absolutely gorgeous. And she's a beautiful young lady. She's not my girlfriend. She's not my wife, none of that stuff. So I've been invited out there, and one of my best friends from high school just went out there and spent a week in Hawaii with her, which Hawaii is like a 24-hour flight from where I live. I'm all the way over on the East Coast, and Hawaii is way past California. And I was like, so we talked about it, and she's like, look, I got a spare bedroom. You need to be in shape, though, because we're going to be doing 10-mile hikes. And I was like, oh, I'm in shape. I says, I can run 10 miles with a 50-pound freaking pack on my back. She's like, well, we won't be running. I says, I'm all good. So I don't want to, wait to take that trip until I'm 70 years old, which is only 11 years from now. I want to take it soon. Spend some time with her. And this young lady is a very wholesome person, very, very good person. And I watched her hair turn from a brown color over the years to now it has some silver in it, and she's got some wrinkles that are starting to come about, but she takes care of herself and so forth. And I think that's wonderful. I love to, for a 58-year-old woman, she's beautiful to me. Like I said, she's not my girlfriend, she's my friend. Keeps herself in shape, blah, blah, blah. A lot of guys, they want these young women. It's not that I want her or anything. We have a friendship, but, she's aging, as we all are. We're not 18 years old anymore, and so I'm gonna make it a point to go see her Probably going to have to take a couple weeks off of work, because it's like a 24-hour flight there. And then, of course, he screwed up and whatever. Then it's a 24-hour flight back. And she sent me pictures of where she lives, and it's not far from the ocean, Pacific Ocean, and it's just gorgeous there. And warm. Who knows? I might retire there. Worked hard and made enough money where what we have here in the United States is called Social Security, and they, I could never save up for a retirement account, and I don't have a pension, but my Social Security will be pretty darn good. I'm not a materialistic guy. I can live pretty cheap and live pretty happy and live pretty simple. We're going to pause the video for a minute and this rubber plug. I'll be back in a nanosecond. Yeah. I got to take a piss, okay? I'll be right back. Oh yeah, I told you we'd be back in a nanosecond. So anyway, as you reach, I feel like I've reached like the next pinnacle in my life, the next chapter in my life, and it's a good feeling. It is. There's some things that I want to do. I'd like to go to the UK and visit some of my mates there that, in the past 3 or 4 years since I've been part of the YouTube pipe community, I've made some really good friends. So I want to do that. I'd like to go out and see my good friend out in Hawaii, even though it would be like a little expensive, but it'd be something that would be worth it. So I've reached that next stage, that next chapter in life where, boom, all right. I did my job. Oh, by the way, I lit up a cigarette now. I'm letting the pipe overheated. Well, it got warm enough where it was time to let it rest. But I've reached that next chapter in my life where it's like, yeah, man. And I'm thinking, of all the things I did and the hard work that I did in my past, and it's like, it's such a feeling, a good feeling of accomplishment, knowing that, I raised 6 sons and 4 daughters with the help of 2 separate wives. Three of my sons are stepsons that I took in as my own, raised them as my own. We're all still in contact, and everything is all well and good, but that next stage right now, it's just like, whoa, man, I'm only working one job. And it's nice. I've got nights and weekends off, and so I want to do some things that I've never been able to do because I've always had so much responsibility. I mean, responsibility, a lot of responsibility. And I had to work hard. And I had to make, a good deal of money. So it's a good spot to be in right now. Now it's time to do some things that I've never been able to do. Because I've always worked 7 days a week up until the past few years, ever since I was 11 years old. And, yesterday is yesterday. That's in the past. Today's been a great day, and tomorrow is not promised. So, yeah, gonna do some stuff that I finally want to do. I'm still healthy. I'm still young. I'm still in good shape. Thank the Lord. And I'm gonna do those things. Yeah. Some bucket list things. I don't know, those of you that are in your 20s, 30s, and 40s, and maybe even in your 50s, might not understand what I'm talking about. I know guys like Smarty Bob will, and I've been praying real hard for his baby granddaughter. He's got a little granddaughter that she's got a cyst on her kidney, and you know, when you take a little person, a beautiful little person like that, and they come down and there's a situation like that, and you don't know what's going to happen or something like that. You know, it's very, very stressful. And so I've been praying for that little girl. I've been praying for Smarty Bob, his wife, and his kids and his family. So let's all agree in prayer for Smarty Bob and his little granddaughter. She's awful lucky to have a grandpa like that. He's a nice Midwestern man. You ought to check out his channel. He's in his late 70s, and check out Smarty Bob. Anyways, we've gone on for 16 minutes and 35 seconds. I'm going to finish my laundry up, get prepared for the week, make a late dinner, and and then just put my PJs on and relax and go to bed, you know. So thank you all for tuning in for this Smoke Together. The one last thing that I was thinking of, you know, and when you start to get into your late 50s, and, you know, I've lost a lot of friends. I've lost 2 children, a younger brother. I lost my father. And you start looking, you know, and it's like, man, when people start passing away and, you know, going home to the Lord, you start thinking, oh, you know, when is my turn? And I really don't question it, but you start to question your own mortality. I'm not 25 anymore. I'm 59. My last year in my 50s. So, you know, over the past 4.5 years, I've amassed a bit of a tobacco collection and quite a bit of a pipe collection. And so I was thinking, you know, what would happen, you know, 10 years from now if the Lord was to take me home? Where are those things going to go? And my thought was, I'd like to give them away, you know. And so I've got a couple of guys in mind that are with a YouTube pipe community, 3 different men. I won't mention them because I haven't contacted them yet, but I'd like to have a pre-arrangement that if something were to happen to me, that they would receive all of my pipes, all of my pipe racks, my entire, which is quite massive, tobacco collection, and instead of having Friday Night Blues, they have a Friday night giveaway. And just disperse my stuff out amongst those who would appreciate it instead of it going to waste, because my family wouldn't know what to do with it. They don't know what these things are. They don't know what they're worth. So that was my thoughts. And so I'm going to contact the 3 people that I have in mind. And 2 live in the United States and 1 lives in the UK. And look, I was a Boy Scout. I want to plan ahead, all right? Hopefully I'll have another 30 years on the face of this earth. But, you know, if the Lord chooses to take me home, you know, next week, next year, 2 years from now, 10 years from now, I want to have a game plan, and so other people can enjoy what I have really cherished. Anyways, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Yeah, I'm starving right now. I'm going to make a great dinner, fold my laundry up, get my backpack ready for the week. Yeah. All right. Don't mean to be talking down about death or anything like that, but like I said before, I was a Boy Scout and I want to be prepared well ahead of time. I think that's a fair. I think that's a fair thing. So I'll be contacting three of you, and we'll talk about it. Paul the Pipe Guy, live from the outskirts of Rochester, New York, in the United States of America. I hope you enjoyed the smoke together. Peace out, over and out. Love one another. Yeah. And have a great week.